Live look tonight at the Tribute in Light in Lower Manhattan, marking 17 years since September 11th. Hard to believe, 2001. The day that changed our lives, changed our country forever, killed 3,000 Americans. But MSNBC host Joe Scarborough chose today to write this: Trump is harming the dream of America more than any foreign adversary ever could. He later explained his position this way.
America is an idea. And if you strip America of its ideas, forget about knocking down buildings in the financial district, forget about running planes into the Pentagon. Those are tragedies, but those tragedies bring us closer together. But this seems to me a far graver threat to the idea of America.
Here now, Sean Parnell, former Army Ranger, Purple Heart recipient, and the author of Outlaw Platoon. Sean, good to have you here.
Good to be here, thanks.
Those are tragedies, but...
I know.
Just sticks.
I know when you say the word "but," it basically disqualifies. Yeah, it's just when you say the word "but," it disqualifies everything that you got to say before it. I mean, obviously, it's disturbing. I think it's gross to politicize the 9/11 attacks for any reason. You know, September 11th, this day is not about Democrats. It's not about Republicans. It's not about who's in the White House. It's about remembering and honoring the sacrifice and reflecting on that sacrifice of those who lost their lives on this fateful day 17 years ago.
Absolutely.
You know,
he wrote the whole piece editorial that he wrote is basically a criticism of the foreign policy that followed, and all of those points, you know, he has every right to make and analyze as he goes through it. But part of what he said is this: 16 years of strategic missteps have been followed by the maniacal moves of a man who has savaged America's vital alliances, provided comfort to hostile foreign powers, attacked our intelligence and military communities. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, he says 16 years of strategic missteps, and then in the same breath criticizes the president for maybe raising the question that our intelligence community and military has not advocated and implemented the right strategy in these wars. So he contradicts himself in that. I mean, the amount of cognitive dissonance that it probably requires to write a piece like that, not even realize the irony that he is almost incorrect in everything that he is stating, it's staggering.
He did, just to point out, he did come out later and say, maybe I should have thought more carefully, written more carefully in that final paragraph, because without that final paragraph, it's a different piece. But it's just so unconscionable for anybody to take away or detract from the experience of the family. I mean,
that's right.
I've known so many of these families. It's just unconscionable. Take a look at this roll call cartoon, which equates 9/11 to the Russian attempts to meddle, or successful or unsuccessful, whatever you think, in the elections.
Yeah, I mean, the depth at which some people will go to score cheap political points against this president is staggering. You know, I think today is about honoring the sacrifice of those who lost their lives, and that's it. You know, the content of Joe's article is less concerning to me than the day the day he chose to release it. It's September 11th. You don't demean the sacrifice of those who gave everything, trying to save people that they didn't even know on the day that they did it. Yeah. You know, and here's a guy that wrote an op-ed, penned it under his own name, promoted it on his social media, and then went on his show named after himself and had his girlfriend read it word for word on the air. If that is not narcissism, I don't know what is. I mean, and it's precisely why this president is in office today.
Take a look at this Facebook post by Mike Rowe. He's talking about the Nike ad and the resonance that it has for him today. He says, if I was going to put someone's face on a billboard, someone who epitomized bravery and sacrifice, I might have gone another way, especially this time of year. I might have gone with this guy, Tom Burnett. Tom Burnett is one of the individuals who gave his life on Flight 93. There's a brand new monument to all of them. It is stunning and well put together, and we thank you for being here, reminding everybody what today's really all about.
Oh, you're welcome. It's an honor to be here, and it was an honor to serve.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for your service. So as we get ready to close out tonight, I just want to show you one more thing. This is an ad, another take on the Nike ad that the Daily Caller did today, and it shows the firefighters and first responders. It says, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. Those are the same words that are over Colin Kaepernick's face. This rendition believes that it's a more appropriate sacrifice to depict. We thank them all for their service. That is our story for tonight. We will never forget.